Practitioners and the Traditional Health Practitioners Council. This is over draft regulations published last year. 10 organizations representing traditional healers are pushing back against the draft regulations, saying the consultation process around them was inadequate. The organizations say only about 9,000 traditional healers were consulted on the regulations out of a possible more than 300,000. Let's speak to Ntsikelelo Colossa of Equelo Healers Collective and spokesperson for Gauteng and Mpumalanga at that organization. Good morning to you and thank you for your time. So tell me what is problematic about these draft regulations as they stand today.
Greetings to the listeners and greetings to you, leadership. The problem about this draft is that there's no adequate representative, and we have a critical issue when it comes to inclusivity. You know, traditional healers, majority of them, for the rest of South Africa, they are not included. Only 9,000. I mean, 900 out of 300,000 plus traditional healers. What I'm saying that I speak about the Act of Ungutu, I speak about Bushbuck Ridge, which they don't know anything about that. That means the Health Council, the Traditional Health Council, what they've done, they've sat down and they've selected few people that they will take out to hotel and eat nest, but not considering people who don't have access to internet, but the people who are the holders, who are the holders of this additional system.
What are the matters of substance within the regulations, the draft regulations, that you believe your members should be heard on before they become fully fledged regulations? What do the regulations provide for?
Uh, you know, the regulations actually is influenced by the act itself, and the act itself doesn't give enough powers to traditional healers to be involved in terms of consultations or in terms of involvement in developing this framework. So when it's like that, already it's kicking us outside. So as traditional healers, it doesn't, it's not a home for us. It's not something for us because it is not created by us. They come with a draft that is fully finished and it has directions, and they come to us, they tell us, no, the traditional healers must register this much, and not considering that there are people who are staying. I will even emphasize and say that there are people who are staying in rural areas who cannot even afford, to see two clients a day or two clients a month. Where are they gonna afford to pay a 5,000 a year to renew their registration with the council?
Is that the cost for the registration? Is it 5,000 rand?
There's 5,000 rand for Abokobela, and there's also other amounts for Sangom, someone that is also is only diagnosing patients and treating, and there's also different prices also for Amakela. So basically, out of all these things, we are not brought down and said, let's sit down, let's talk about this thing. The problem is that we are saying as traditional, we don't have problems by being regulated in South Africa. We do need regulations, but these regulations are abusing us and are abusing traditional medicine users, because we understand that by implementing these regulations, also our patients will be safe. But the process of it is arrogant, because when we attend or when we go to these roadshows and start to mobilize inside of them, rise the issue that we are not in Gauteng. You cannot invite 100 healers in Gauteng only. Like there is more than 100 healers in Gauteng. What about their voices? What about their needs? That is not given. There's no table for that. But they will tell us that no, we will go back. Why you go back? Why didn't you consult us when the interim council was starting to be established? They promised us we will be involved in any regulation development framework.
Just out of interest, Ntsikelelo, what's the level of compliance among traditional healers with these requirements for registration, the keeping of detailed, logbooks and the likes that have come about over the years? Are traditional healers complying?
Honestly speaking, we don't have, we are driven by the act, my leader, and I will not say that we are complaining in terms of the law itself, because there's no regulations in the traditional space. But therefore, we are not comfortable with the approach that they are coming to us. Remember that the problem that we are not complying is that the council or the government itself, allow me to say, even the minister of health, they are bringing people who don't have edification when it comes to this system or this calling, so that they can put laws to us. So what we were saying that let us as traditional healers, we have advocates, we have doctors. We can make law for ourselves. We know what works.
Gotcha.
We know what doesn't work. Yes.
Thank you for your time this morning. That's Ntsikelelo Colossa from Ikwelo Healers Collective and his spokesperson for Gauteng and Mpumalanga. Fascinating conversation that we've touched on this morning around the issues around regulation of traditional healers. It's 8:31. Let's check